Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. It's that time of the week where I show a few Minerva's upcoming location, and I didn't even realise it, but it's going to be the big sale this week, so hey ho, that's come around pretty quick to be fair, I would say. But yeah, if you don't know, basically I do this each and every week, keeping you up to date with all things Minerva themed, as well as all of the news in Fallout 76, so if you haven't visited the channel before, make sure to be subscribed and let's dive in to find out where Minerva's going to be and all of the sale items she'll have up for sale. Alright, first things first, the location. And the location of choice this time is going to be the White Springs Resort. If you don't know where that is, fast travel to this location here, not any of these other ones. That one right there, and when you fast travel, go to the exterior. When that happens, you will spawn right here, and what you want to do is walk over here, and on this kind of flat piece of land in the corner, this is where her tent will spawn. So come here as the daily reset time on the 23rd. If you don't know what the daily reset time is as well, go onto this, and when it says ending in 7 hours 33 minutes, when that refreshes on the 23rd of October, that is when she will be there, and she'll be there for 4 days with it being the big sale up until the 27th. Now, before I share with you all of the items she'll have up for sale, I just want to share my sadness because I had a bit of fun. Well, not a bit of fun. I had a bit of a moment of madness, and I started deleting everything in my camp. So now I've just got Dottie in the middle of the floor here. All the decoration around it is gone, and this big empty room is now here where I had my lovely lab set up. And I'm a bit heartbroken, so please drop a comment below what the hell I should do with it. For the minute, I've just put these skeletons here to try and make some kind of dodgy scene going on. But yeah, I've really upset myself by doing this. I think I might need to just make an entire new camp. But I love my vending station, and I just don't know what to do. Unless I just rebuild that, I guess. But never mind. Anyways, on to the items. Now, the first weapon of choice and first item of choice this week is going to be the Crusader pistol. This is a very rare drop from the lovely Daily Op, so if you want to get it while it's on sale, I definitely would recommend it. A lot of people are using lots of different builds now thanks to the new perk systems where they've changed and allowing you to use a multitude of different perks with different weapons, so definitely give it a go. It is a cool weapon, and it does have multiple different mods as well, so you can change up the ammo you use as well. So one I would definitely recommend. Now, we have two different grenades available, and we have the Dynamite Bundle, which is going to cost you 150 gold bullion. I'll craft one of these and show it off real quick. And then what we also are going to have up for sale is going to be the Flare. Now, I would definitely recommend you to get the Flare, just for the fun of the side, like the fun side of it. Because if you remember a couple of weeks ago, if you saw my Minerva video, I showed this off, and this is what it looks like, because it's actually really, really cool, and especially around Halloween, it's a great time to have a load of fun with it. So, first of all, we have the, hang on a minute, the Dynamite Bundle. So, it's not very clear at the minute, it's a bit misty, but hopefully you can see it alright. If we throw the Dynamite Bundle, this is what it's like. I killed myself for it last time, so I'm going to stand back. How the hell did it go all the way over there? Got like no arc on this. And that's basically dynamite, so nothing too crazy. Now, the super fun bit is going to be the flare, alright? This is the thing I like. So let's say this is your friend's camp and you're blinded by the light. Let's look a different way. Watch this, right? Flare. Flare, right? Photo mode. Super slow. Move around. But look at this. Yeah. I mean, that one could have been a bit closer for the cinematic effect. But it's so cool. Like, I actually really like flares. I think they're brilliant. I just think they're a lot of fun to use. You can throw them down at events and stuff. Before I did a Fashion Art event, and it just went mad with them all. But look at this, man. You can use them for cool pictures and stuff if you really want to. Look at that. I don't know, but it looks really cool now. I like them. And they're only 38 gold, so have a bit of fun with them. Why not? Now, there is actually another grenade available, and it's going to be the Floater Freezer Grenade. However, this one's not as fun, so yeah, if you want to buy it, feel free to buy it, but they are a pain to actually build because you need Floater Freezer push sacks, and no one can be bothered to go farm them when you get acid from them instead. So yeah, if you want to make them, but they're not really that great, I don't think. Moving back onto normal weapons, we have the Plan for the Gauntlet available, and this one's going to cost you 188. Now, I always say this, and it was once one of the best melee weapons in the game. I'm not sure if that is the case now. However, as you can see in the bottom left corner, it does give you bleed damage onto your enemies that you've hit. So if you're kind of making use of that new bleed mechanic, let's call it, this could be a potential melee weapon for you. So give it a go, let me know what you think of it. If anyone already used it, share your thoughts and opinions on it down below. That'll be 188 gold bullion. Now the next weapon on the list is going to be the Hellstorm missile launcher. Another weapon I would recommend. Look, apparently it does 2,900 damage at level 50, which is insane to say the least. And this is what it basically looks like. So obviously that's it in game, or when you inspect it, shall I say. And when you actually put it on, it looks like this. So I've just changed the view rather than quitting off that. Pull it out and look at that. It actually is quite small in person when you actually kind of look at it in a sense, but it's such a cool looking weapon, man. I actually really like it. And the fact of, like, the cool fun fact of it is it holds multiple missiles. So watch, let's aim for the tree and just keep... Why did it only give me one missile? Are you serious? Alright, hang on a minute. I guess gone are the days when you craft a weapon and it gives you a full bloody magazine of ammo. Jesus. Anyways, let's have a look at this then. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, chaos. Alright. They've just done over 10,000 damage apparently, according to the workbench. So yeah, I'd definitely give this one a go if you haven't already. And funny enough, as I was actually walking past, this brings us on to the next item. So we'll put away the Hellstorm missile launcher, and this is the turbo fertilizer. And I actually have some to show and test out with us this time. Alright, so basically the plan for it is going to cost you 563. It gives you this spinning around utility kind of collector. You can go up to it and then you can collect the turbo fertilizer. With this, alright, you can then equip it like it was a grenade, and then you can run around to the side of your camp where you have some corn, alright, or for me, for this example. Alright, we'll repair these ones, and then what we want to do is, alright, harvest, all of them have been harvested, get the turbo fertilizer, throw it on the ground, and then poof, you get this lovely thing, and all of them can be harvested again. So if you're an avid farmer in Fallout 76, it's a nice little thing to use, I guess. Now the final weapon available this time around is going to be the plan for the Unstoppable Monster, what once was a fantastic, magnificent weapon in the game, unlocked via the survival mode, I think it was, back in the day when, you know what, I missed that. That was such a great mode. You used to go in, get some challenges to do a weekly, and you'd unlock a legendary weapon, and at the time a lot of them were quite cool. A lot of them were also a load of rubbish, but it was a cool thing to do, and this was one of the best ones that actually came out of it. Now you can get it through daily ops and stuff, or you can buy it from Minerva for 1,000 gold bullion. Now for the next set of armor, I have a confession to make. I said in the last video that I had to go visit Minerva, and I completely forgot to do so. So I still don't have the full set of solar armor, but this is the prices available on screen. We've got the chest piece for 750, and then all of the limbs are going to cost you 563 gold bullion each. Alright, now also available this time around, you can get the full set of the T65 power armor, and one thing I'm actually missing is the helmet. This is an embarrassing week yet again where I'm missing a bunch of plans. But basically you can get the helmet for 1,238, you can get the torso for a total price of 938, and then each of the limbs are going to set you back 750 gold bullion each. This is still to this day one of the best power armors in the game, so I would definitely recommend it if you haven't tested it out or used it before. Alright, now moving on to camp items, the first one available is going to be the Asylum Light. You can also get this through daily ops like a lot of these plans. This is what it looks like. It gives off a big kind of white bright light right over the top of my lovely skeletons. What a horrible room this is now. I've been playing with the wallpapers and the floors in it. Not very nice, I don't like it. Anyways, that is the light. You can get it for 750. If you want a dodgy stash box for a Halloween build, the Meatbag stash box might be a one for you, as it's going to cost you 750 and really looks dodgy in whatever instance you put it down as, because who the hell's doing this type of thing? You know what I mean? Them suit mutants really do have problems. I think my coffee's hit the right spot this morning because I'm full of just random stuff and I feel very energetic, as much as I'm going to have to make this video and then run to work. Or not run, but drive. But still, we've got the science chalkboards available next, and these are also going to be 750. There's a multitude of 5 different ones. That's a nice fancy word as well. But there's 5 different science chalkboards available. If you want to pick these up to make a lab or something like that, it's definitely the time to do it. Now the next item on the list is going to be the Super Mutant Tube. This is going to be available for 1,500, also unlockable through daily ops if you want to do that, although I don't see many people actually playing daily ops nowadays. So yeah, if you still play daily ops, please do let me know, but I don't really feel like many people actually do. And also one little kind of side note, I'm really annoyed at the fact that these are classified as novelties, when really I feel like they should very well be under taxidermy. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Now moving on to the mods that's available this time round, we have a few available for the Gauss shotgun, with the first one being the precise stock for 75 gold. As you can see, this one does change a whole bunch of different things, with the draw speed getting slower, aim speed slower, stability improving, hipfire accuracy, recoil and melee damage all improving as well as adding a little bit to the overall weapon weight. You can also get the refined receiver for 150. This increases your hipfire accuracy, but increases your recoil. So you're going to get a bit more of a kick, but a bit better in a sense of shooting from the hip. It's also going to add some damage, as you can see on the left hand side down there, and that is that one. Another receiver, if you want to not use that one and use a different one, is going to be the Vicious receiver, which is also available for 150. This one is going to give you plus 50% for your critical damage and plus 25% hip fire accuracy, also increasing your damage. Some plans available for the Gauss minigun now. You can get the triple barrel. This is going to increase your draw speed, aim speed, hip fire accuracy. It all looks red pretty much basically, but it does increase your fire rate. So if you want to shoot a bit quicker, this one might be good for you. That'll cost you 113. Now for the plasma caster, you can get the aligned sniper barrel. This is going to increase quite a few things, as you can see down on the left hand side. It gives you better damage, it gives you better range, it gives you better VATS accuracy. It does however cost more AP and increase your weight. And as you can see on the bottom as well, by increasing your VATS accuracy, it also increases your draw speed, making it slower to aim. Aim speed is also down by 9, if fire accuracy is lower, and so is the recoil. So lots of negatives, but also lots of blues, as you can see on the left. And you can also get the calibrated capacitor for 150. This is going to increase your damage, as you can see on the left hand side there, and it is also going to give you a bonus of plus 50% critical damage, so one that might be worth getting. Now, a couple more plans available for the plasma caster that I don't have unlocked as of yet. We've got the pulse capacitor for 150, the true capacitor for 150, and the true long barrel for 113. Now, finishing off, I'm just going to share the images of these ones because I don't think they're very popular, to be honest. Let me know if I'm wrong. But we've got a few plans available for the plasma cutter. So we've got the cryo blade, the flaming blade, and the shock blade, all available for 150 gold bullion each. Then finally, the last two plans available is going to be the Brotherhood Recon armor, where you've got the pocketed armor limbs, 188, and the pocketed armor torso for 188, both of which will increase your carry weight capacity on that armor piece. That, though, ladies and gentlemen, is all of the plans available this time round in Minerva's big sale. Is there some plans that you're missing like me? Are you going to be picking anything up? Let me know down in the comments below. But for now, that is it for this video. So thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.